This is from Texas Psychiatry Report. Right, so yeah, because one of the main reasons that they moved him to this hospital was because he wasn't eating, and so he's asking him, yeah, because he's saying he can't tolerate certain foods. So the doctor says, "What can you eat?" And he says, "Juices, fruit, and vegetable juices. I can't eat sugar or oily things. Somehow I can't keep them down." "How long has that been?" said the doctor. When I first took Belladonna in March 1969. "Why and where did you take Belladonna?" "I was at the ranch and a girl named Brenda cooked some belladonna roots that Paul knew about." Oh, so he said Paul knew about it, but I've had an account that says that someone else actually told them about the belladonna. "And found growing wild at Spahn Ranch. He pulled it up and cooked it, and I walked into the kitchen en route to the motorcycle shop. I had a tire in my hand," yeah, which is what was said in court, isn't it? Yeah. "I didn't know anything about the stuff they gave me, and so they gave me a piece of the cooked root about 3¼ inches in diameter and 3 inches long, and I ate it like a baked potato. It didn't taste bad, but I was hitchhiking and nearly crawling on my knees, and my mouth was foaming cotton, and my body was sort of red, and I fell down 3 or 4 times before I got the cycle cranked up, and then I couldn't stand. The last thing I remember was blowing down the road in the daytime, and the next thing I remember, the police were dragging me out of some car in the valley. I was in the Van Nuys jail the next morning." "When was this?" said the doctor. "March 1969. I couldn't talk. They had to carry me. My body was real small feeling, and my face was sunken, and my skin was bright red, and I heard funny noises, and saw guys in the cell jumped me and beat me up. They said I was very strong. They took me to the hospital to have my right eyebrow, scar there now, sewed up." "So what did they say this was?" "He kept asking me if I was on drugs. I couldn't talk to tell him. That's why 3 of the guys in the cell beat me up. They said I was acting crazy. They let me go the next morning." "What were you taking beside belladonna?" "LSD, mescaline. I didn't like I didn't like any heroin or any reds or any yellows. We had peyote and cannibal, STB, cannabinol. Sorry, yeah, so you talk about cannabis. Yeah. Everybody had it. The girls too. They always had a big bag full, and Charlie himself would pass it out with whatever he thought the person needed. Later, I took speed and whites and bennies and uppers. Then I started sniffing white powder." Sorry, I've lost my place. But yeah, he's telling the psychiatrist basically he didn't just do belladonna, he did tons of drugs. "What effects did you get from that?" "Like you're wired up. There were 3 or 4 different things at one time. You could see all the stuff in your body. It was electronic, like with electric flashes and no feeling."